I'm Meredith King, and I'm the founder and director of True to Life Ministries. True to Life started last year kind of out of a lot of prayer and consideration and looking in our community and seeing just what the needs are. And it didn't take long to realize that there are a lot of needs that are very present in many people's lives throughout our area. And the vision for the ministry is something that my husband and I had actually been thinking about for a long time, but God just made it very evident that it was now, it's the time, do it today. True to Life Ministries started in 2009, and our mission is really threefold. There are really three things that should be true in everything that we're doing. And the first one is to communicate the gospel in a language that makes sense. It's one thing to communicate truth to an audience. It's another thing for them to understand and to be able to receive that message. And I think that's kind of the situation that we have to consider when communicating the gospel. It's one thing to read John 3:16 to someone. It's another thing to communicate that same message in a way that's relevant to their life, where they can make a decision and do something with it. So communicating the gospel in a language that makes sense. Second of all, we are committed to equipping youth and adults with the skills they need to fulfill their life's greatest potential. I believe that God created every one of us on purpose for a purpose, that we are invited to participate in what He's doing in our world, but so many people don't realize that their life has purpose and meaning. And so we are looking for ways to invest in children and adults' lives to help them have the access to the resources and skills that they need to fulfill their life's greatest potential. And then finally, we're committed to engaging the church, engaging local believers to make a difference in the world, because it's us. If we're not doing that, if we're not communicating the gospel, if we're not doing those things to meet needs in our community, if we're not engaged in that process, who's going to be? And I think there are a lot of people in our community who want to make a difference. They want to do something that matters. And so one of our greatest emphasis is to engage those people in a way to make a difference in our world. If each one of us do our part by impacting one life at a time, ultimately, I believe we really can change the world. I believe it's scriptural, and I believe it's an honor to be a part of what God is doing in our community. Currently, True to Life has several programs in motion to minister, to make a difference in people's lives in our community. The first one is called Lifestyle, which includes two different parts, our career series and our life series. Later on this year, we are going to be starting Lifeline, which is a mentoring program to do some follow-up with the people who participate in the career series and the life series. Those programs are specifically designed to help people get unstuck, whether it's moving forward in a career, getting skills and education that you need, some life skills that you need, and then the follow-up process to really getting unstuck in your life and moving forward. We also have a program called Masterpiece, which is centered on the arts. It's primarily for at-risk kids. We're starting this year with the equivalent of basically free art lessons for these students that want to participate. In the future, we'll add dance and drama and other artistic mediums, but we're really excited about Masterpiece. We have a program called Intermission, which is a monthly gathering for women. We meet the first Sunday night of every month at the Lake Jackson Civic Center. It's really a unique opportunity for women from across our area to come and hear the gospel, learn about Christ in a very alternative setting. We have a program called Operation Backpack, which works to feed homeless and hungry kids on the weekends. We partner with community organizations and individuals to put backpacks together, fill them with food, and deliver them to the schools so that these students who are going without on the weekends can have food to eat. So when they come back to school on Monday, they have a full stomach and they're ready to learn. We're also going to do a summer version of that called Operation Backpack Summer Style, where we will be packing sack lunches to take into these communities to feed kids that are hungry.
Every single galaxy is your design and majesty displayed. shine.